How's that? So, but like for instance, the was there other alternates there, or was it just yourself?
There was Trent Jenkins was an alternate both in UFC 1 and UFC 2, so it was he and I.
Okay, so how did they pick who got the spot?
I happened to be the first guy that Jorge and Gracie saw when the shit hit the fan, and they didn't know what to do.
Well, let me explain that to you, because
Yeah, that's crazy.
I see question marks in your eyes. The Thursday night, there's some irony here. First of all,
well, look, can we paint the picture? Right, let's paint it like first off. So there's a 16-man tournament. The UFC one was 8 men. This is 16. So the first leg of the tournament takes place where there's fighters. Somebody gets injured, and you take their. I got their name written down. If I go through my notes, I can find it.
Frank Hammaker got injured.
Yes,
he won, but got injured.
And then you slid into his spot, so you technically only would have fought 3 times had you made it to the finals.
Correct.
Okay, so go ahead. I apologize. Now, please tell us everything, friend.
Okay. Some of the irony here, Ken Shamrock broke his hand, and so he gets pulled off the card. The alternate that got put into his place was none other than Johnny Rhodes. And Johnny Rhodes is the guy that I ended up fighting, and I took his spot as the alternate. And so we get out there, everybody shows up, and the last guy to show up was Johnny Rhodes. He came in from Vegas, and he was the last guy to show up. And he finally shows up. Art Davie comes up to me. There was a press party on Thursday night before the show the next day. Art comes up to me, shakes my hand, says, "Hey," he says, "thanks for coming down. We're not going to use you. Everybody's here. Everybody's healthy. We're good to go." I said, "Okay, how about a future UFC?" He says, "Absolutely." He says, "We'll bring you back for another one because I appreciate you coming on short notice. I appreciate you. I like
for
the way
sure."
He says, "I like the way you handle yourself." He says, "You're a classy guy," and that was the end of that conversation. So the next night or the next day, fight day. Walking around Denver just a little bit, get on the van, go to this event center called the Mammoth Event Center. It was supposed to be at McNichols Arena. It got pulled from McNichols for probably political reasons, I guess, because there was starting to get a lot of pressure on the UFC. The Mammoth Event Center was a shithole. It was terrible. It was on Skid Row.
So what kind of time frame did they switch to venues? Like, what was it, like 1 day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks?
I don't really know that. Probably a week or two.
Okay, so the seating and stuff like that, they could figure out. Okay.
It looks like your typical 1920s war memorial type of building.
Yeah,
it looks like a place that could fit 1,200 people max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was small. It was filthy. There were drunks and addicts literally passed out on the sidewalk. They don't have enough facilities for changing areas, warm up areas. It was just, it was crazy. So the UFC rented a hotel across the street from this place. And this place was worse than the event center. There's drug deals going on in the rooms. There's rooms without doors.
Is it one of those hotels like you open up the door and like you're outside?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mike, you love those. We would never have gotten Mike to the event.
Yes, I would have been there. Yes, a handful of tens.
But
doing whatever.
But so how many days before the show did they bring you in?